Hello. Hello and welcome to the Thursday live stream. My name is Igor, and this is the next session where we build and maintain open source and free-to-use applications. The focus is Vibe engineering and Vibe coding, and I want to share here how I work that way. I have over a decade of a professional experience in software development, and I've built many different apps across my career, mainly backend, but also frontend and mobile application. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Questions, go into the chat and comment sections. Let's go. Before we start, I would like to share with you a Trello board that I've created to track what are we working on. Let me show you. So this is the state that we have now. On the left, to do a few things I've added already, and this is Shikigami to-do list, Shikigami board. We have one task in manual verification. This is what we worked on last time, which is the files tree state that wasn't synced on changes. That was a bug. We're gonna verify that in a minute. And there is also OOO board and two things in to do for now. Last time we worked on the iCall calendar export customization. And there is a thing that whenever there is a manager and that manager has in its team a person that is a manager as well, I would like to have an option to choose if I want to see only my first level, so to speak, connections, or if I am a manager I am a CEO and a manager with a manager role, I would like to see maybe my whole company. If this is a small or medium business, this makes total sense. So that's the missing functionality that we will try to implement this today, this session. There is a limited time, so let's see. And the team structure. This is a hierarchy preview that I would like to add to the OOO as well, to visualize what are the connections between people in my company or in my team. But the first thing to do is to verify files tree state. So let's do it now. I'm gonna open Shikigami in development mode. What you see here now is the dev instance of the application. This is the files tree for Shikigami directory. Okay, and I'm gonna remove one of these files. But I'm gonna do it via terminal, and then let's verify if the state gonna be updated. Of course, it might not happen right away, because there is an interval that the background task is running in a time interval, so it may take some time. Let's verify. Okay, so I removed one of the files in the specs directory. Okay, the file was removed, but it looks like the tree is then the UI. It's a bit surprising, so it's going to be collapsed after remove. Let me do it one more time. That's definitely not the behavior that we would like to have. So I'm gonna remove that file. And let's see what happens. Okay, the file deleted on disk. This is correct. Then the title is going into a red state. This is also fine. But then it minimizes to the root all subdirectories. Well, I'm gonna create a bug issue for that. I'm gonna add a new column. Okay, but that is something to focus on next time. Today I would like to try the brainstorming session. We can try brainstorming session with iCall calendar. The state for now is that I only see people that are in my team. It means if I am a manager, then I see people that belongs to my team. And the enhancement in this case is to also, whenever in my team is a manager, I would like to have an option to also see if the people, if people of that manager, I should be able to see them and also include in my export iCall. So first we're gonna move it into planning. Okay, and now let me show you how the state looks like now. So the OO application uses Docker configuration to run it locally. And there is a simple command. I prepared a just file. And the just file contains very useful command, which is, it should be somewhere. Let me find it, sorry. Okay, here it is. Yeah, so in the root of the whois OOO, there is a just file and there is a command start. So very simple to run the application. We just need to run just start. And everything should be created. The whole required environment, you should have it enabled locally with fixtures and the database that is dedicated. All is included, even the mailer container. But it looks like I've used all available space, so I need to make a little cleanup before I open whois out of office application. Let me try one more time. Okay, now I see the database is up and running. Okay, and here we have it. This is the login screen. As I said, the app for the local environment, it ships with fixtures with 4 different roles. And one of them is admin. Okay, so let me show you. Let me show you what we're gonna work on today. So profile settings, you scroll down. When you scroll down, there is a calendar subscription part. and then there is a button customize, and these are people that are in my team. One of them is manager. So what I would like to see as well is people that this manager is the people that are in a team of that manager. So for example, again, I am a CEO, for example, and this is a small business or a medium company. It doesn't matter that much, but the thing is that when I'm on the top, I have an option to see everyone that is below me. Yeah, that's exactly the feature request. And we're gonna use brainstorming skill for that. And I have no idea how to design it. So there are two ways. The first one, how we're gonna try it, is to rely completely on the brainstorming skill. And the second option is that you prepare yourself with a small research and you find references that you want to use then in the conversation. But we're gonna do the first one. We are completely unprepared. We're gonna rely on the skill. So I'm gonna add an agent with high effort to maximize the output, the quality of the output. I'm gonna take a screenshot of the model. Okay, and now the prompt. I want you to brainstorm on the icon feed customization. If there is a manager in the list of my team members, I would like to have an option to include members of that manager's team. And one more important thing. So by default, I still see only first level of relations. There is as far as I remember, there is an option for Claude to run, to run a server that will serve HTML documents. So maybe we can try it this time. I want you to prepare a few propositions how to style it in HTML. Okay, and the agent confirmed that it will skip the question answers part because the prompt was clear enough for it, and should prepare HTML mockup with several styled variants. Let's give him some time and check them out. There should be an option to spin up a local server that will host those HTML mockup. Let's ask it to create one. Could you could you run a localhost server and host and serve the HTML file? Okay, server is up and running. Let me verify. Okay, so we have it. So these are options that the agent prepared. Four variants. Okay, not really clickable, but still much better way to visualize, especially for someone like me without any deeper front-end or UX experience. Very useful. Okay, so the first option is with a chevron, and then you decide if you want to include all Petra's team members. Then variant number 2, team pil, no row expansion, number 3, manager's checkbox. I don't like the third one for sure. Number 4. No, so really I consider option 1 or 2. I think the first one is the most right one in this case. It fits best, I guess. And the styling is consistent. Until we find any better solution, I guess the option number one, variant number one, is the one we will choose for now. Okay. Okay, I want you to prepare a plan for variant number one, and please stop the local server. Okay, good catch. Good catch. So I started a brainstorming session about who is OOO in a different directory, but okay. So for now, it's gonna create a plan that then we're gonna copy to the correct directory. Yeah, so I'm gonna choose it to ask it to just prepare a standalone HTML and JS. Yeah, and then we're gonna move it to the OOO directory. Yeah, I completely missed that. But it's no harm, you just take it and put it into the right directory, then you run another agent, and the next one will take care of everything. And in the meantime, I would like to remind you that we have a Discord server, and I am inviting you to join. Let me share the link in the chat. And in the meantime, I will add a new agent in the correct directory this time with a medium effort. And this one gonna wait for the HTML scaffolding. Until this is ready. And let's take a look at the Shikigami to-do list. Okay, so the files tree, let's move it to done. There is a bug, but anyway, that ticket can be closed. Then this is a small thing. Let's move it into planning. So this is not an issue. This is an improvement. So now whenever you create a work tree in the Shikigami, then the default directory for the work tree is the agent dash number, and this is just getting incremented. This is not okay. I would like to have a Slugify version, Slugified name used as a directory name and as the branch name. So new agent with a high effort to prepare a good implementation plan, and then the step-by-step implementation will be handled by a medium effort model, medium effort agent. And this can be in the project root. Why not? It's not an issue. I want you to improve the work tree naming convention. So now whenever I create a new work tree, the name of the work tree directory and the branch is agent dash a number. I would like to have a Slugified version of the agent name as a name for the work tree directory and a work tree branch. Please write an implementation plan. Skip the brainstorming step. Okay, so the iCall customization plan is ready, so I'm gonna delete that agent that worked on it. Let me move the file. Okay, so I've moved the file with a fit customization plan. I want you to read the file and analyze what are the requirements. We're gonna start implementation later on. Okay, it is asking now why the plan wasn't created in the correct directory, basically, and by the correct agent. Yeah, by mistake, I've created a plan in a different project. Oh, let me repeat something. Something stopped capturing. By mistake, I've created a plan in the wrong project. I want you to... Yeah, good question. No, could you read the HTML and let me know if we can adjust the fit customization model to fit the HTML structure that is included in that plan? Look, so the thing is that I would like to have an option to include team members of my manager. So if I am a manager and in my team is another manager, I want to have an option to include in my iCall field iCall feed. Okay, people of that manager. Okay, so here is the result of its analysis. Yes, so there shouldn't be an option that manager A belongs to manager B and B belongs to A. Yes, please. Yes, please. Okay, and this is the output for worktree name Slugify. Plan was created. Let's open it and verify what's inside. No, that's not the right one, I guess. May 28. Worktree. Name Slugify. I don't see it. So there's still an issue with the work tree, file tree. Okay, and we even have an error right now. Would be great to catch it, but I'm afraid it's not gonna be possible. Unfortunately, the app is not responding. But okay, we have a plan. And the other agent... okay, it's only... Yeah, good. Okay, so the feed agent is creating a plan. But I would like to see a Slugify plan. Okay, it's here. Yeah, so there is still an issue with file tree. I'm gonna ask it to run code review agent on it. Yeah. Please verify the plan with a sub agent that will focus on the correctness of the implementation. Okay, and the plan for the feed customization is ready. Please run with sub-agents. After each step, run a code review agent. And the final code review and architecture review at the end. There is a news I would like to share with you. I'm not sure if you heard about it already, but Anthropic released a plugin, official plugin that you can install into your Claude Code local instance, and it should much improve security of the generated code. So it uses hooks and reviews code on 3 different levels. So on file edit, whenever there is a change in a file, after model turns, and on commits. So, but from what I read, it requires Python, local Python installation, and that's basically the only thing from what I understand. And yeah, I didn't try it yet. But if it's gonna be work as they said, then it's gonna be huge improvements, especially for people that are not that much, that don't have a technical background. That's one thing. Or for people that, like us, use vibe coding in some projects and really don't know that much about the code that is being generated. Very good thing, very, very useful, especially now when we see more and more supply chains attacks or exploitation of vulnerabilities across different applications, many different applications, or even operating systems. Worth giving it a try. There is one more thing we can start working on today. It's not a new thing. It's a feature that I've created a plan for it some time ago. It's a hierarchy tree. Hierarchy preview, that's the name of the file. Is it an implementation plan? I think yes. Okay, there are implementation steps. So if that's the case, then I'm gonna kill that agent, create another one with the medium effort hierarchy tree, and it's gonna work on the isolated branch. We're gonna choose sub agent driven development. Please start working on the sorry, a mistake. Start working on the implementation. Please run code review after each task, and at the end the final code review and the architecture review. Okay, so we have two agents working on the OOO, and the Shikigami is as well in progress. So I would like to ask you, if you enjoy the content, please make sure you subscribe to the channel and give the video a thumbs up. Also consider joining our Discord server where we exchange knowledge, and my plan is to create a community with people that will support each other and share their experience. If you are new to the space, we will help you with the first steps. If you already know something, maybe much more than we, then I am inviting you to join and maybe share some of your experience with us. We'll be very grateful for that. Okay, and in the meantime, I would like to show you who is Out of Office application. This is a PHP Symfony application, free to use, self-hosted and open source. This is the dashboard view. Now I am using an admin role. There are different roles. There is admin, manager, and a regular member. The application is for small and medium businesses that would like to track the leave absences in their company. Every member can submit a request for a sick leave or a holidays. There is a calendar preview. There are filters. You can search by type, by status of a request, by a specific person within your team and the company. The section that you see on the left, the sidebar, the content of it is different, and it depends, it's different per role. So the admin is the role that can see and modify everything, and then if I am a regular member, then I don't see, for example, public holidays, calendars, import, or integrations or app settings. And in the app settings, you can customize, for example, you can customize the behavior. You can enable auto approve if you want. If for example, you work in a small company and you trust each other very much, then you can enable auto approve, then set the time of when auto approve will be automatically run on requests or a request. You can specify some default settings, for example, the annual allowance days number, minimum notice days, and max amount of days that at once can be taken by a person. The nice feature in Whois OOO is the Slack integration, especially the Slack status auto sync. I like it very much because then I don't need to worry about setting my status when I am on vacation. You can as well add custom leave types. You can decide if a certain custom leave type, if it is affecting balance or not. So it may be useful not only in terms of vacations, but also whenever a person is on a conference, for example, and you want to highlight that in your calendar. You can import many different calendars for public holidays. For example, Poland, Portugal, Romania, Ukraine, United Kingdom, whatever you need. And then you decide what year you would like to import, and then this is happening. But there is also an auto sync for public holidays that were calendars that were imported already. You can customize the look of the application. If you prefer light mode, dark mode, or auto, it's really up to you. You can adjust it to your needs. And another very, very nice thing is the two-factor authentication. Nowadays, it's a standard, I would say, in in terms of security for login flows. And this is all included for free for you. You can self-host it. It's not a SaaS application. It's not a SaaS application. This is something you can self-host. If you have a server and a DevOps, for example, in your company, then they will take care of that. PHP is required, database is required. And then, of course, Nginx or Apache to serve it. It's good that we asked for a review of the worktree name Slugify plan. There are some fixes, and it looks like now the plan is ready for implementation, but we're not gonna start it today. So I'm gonna suspend that agent, and the next time we're gonna resume and then decide what to do. Either we're gonna start a new, fresh agent that will handle the implementation, or we will continue with that one. I will see. Next time. Okay, and the two agents in the OOO, they are working on the hierarchy visual part of a team and the company hierarchy, and the other one is working on feed customization. What I want to have is that I can, if I am a manager and there is a manager within my team, I want to have an option to include that manager, members of that manager team. And then whenever you export your calendar to your calendar application, the one that you like, then it's gonna be easier to see if the whole team and a team of my manager. You don't have to then log in to the OOO and take a look. Okay, this is calendar, that's how it looks. No, you can use your application, the calendar application that you like. And I almost forgot, so team structure. So I call calendar, we can move to in progress, and then the team structure to in progress as well. And then Shikigami. Yeah, so the agent session, Slugify, Stacy. Okay. So this is ready to be implemented. Unfortunately, I don't have much time today, sorry for that. So this is gonna be the end of this session, unfortunately, but I believe the next one will be Saturday or Sunday. So please subscribe to the channel to not miss that. If you like what I'm doing, what I'm sharing with you, please give a video a thumbs up and see you next time. Bye!